Hello and welcome back to another Rugby Ultimate Team video made by me. Welcome back to another video on the Rugby channel. Please make sure you go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the notification button, as well as please go ahead and follow us on our social media platforms to be up to date with the channel. Okay, so first up we're going to be looking at Dazel, Leach, or Leach, I don't know how it's really said, I'm sorry guys, and Kubeli cards. So Dazel plays for Namibia, as you can see here, Leach obviously Japan, and Kubeli for Argentina. So I mean, previously people have been saying maybe the cards shouldn't be color coded because many professional players like Leach, for example, would probably be gold. And yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with that, but basically I created these cards before thinking that, so I just went by the templates of the colors, and that's the example. So please, if you're offended by the colors, please just ignore it. It doesn't really mean anything. So first of all, we have Dazel, who has 68 kicking, 54 accuracy, 70 pace, 72 tackling, 57 scrums, and 53 lineouts. Then we have Leach, or Leach. I'm going to keep saying Leach because I feel like that's how it's said. 65 kicking because he's not a kicker, as you can obviously guess. 59 accuracy, again because he's not a kicker. 67 pace, not too bad. 75 tackling, which is his highest tribute. 68 scrums, and 70 in the lineouts. I mean, I was thinking of making him higher, but I don't know. I mean, I suppose the Rugby World Cup will all depend on that. Okay, so next up we have Kubeli from Argentina, who plays for the Jaguars. So he is 70 kicking, 68 accuracy, 72 pace, which is pretty decent to be fair. We have 65 tackling, 51 scrummaging, and 54 lineouts. Now, with the Argentinian player, I was going to pick Nicolas Sanchez, but because I only had silver cards templated to do, I decided to pick a less rated Argentinian player, hence why I picked Kubeli. So I'm sorry you won't get to see Sanchez in the Ultimate Team videos, but that is the reason. Okay, so next up we have Tommaso Alan, Bastereau from France, and Tuolangi. So Alan, originally in my first Ultimate Team video I showed off some art, and Alan was originally rated lower than this, and many of you guys thought he should be higher, so I went and upped him a bit. So he is now 78 kicking, 76 accuracy, 80 pace, 79 tackling, 68 scrummaging, and 60 lineouts. So overall, one of Italy's best players. Well, yeah, probably one of their best players. I'd probably say Sergio Parise would probably be near 90s. Although he is aging a bit, so maybe not so much 90, maybe higher 80s. Maybe, I don't know. It all really depends. But I'm not doing Sergio Parise anyway. So yeah, and then we have Bastereau. Obviously he plays for New York now, so I had to actually edit him into a New York kit, which was actually quite fun. I mean, kind of suits him as well, doesn't it? Black and orange is quite a nice colour. So yeah, we have 60 kicking for him because he's not a kicker, 56 accuracy, 69 pace, 88 tackling because he is an absolute monster, you do not want to run into him, 74 scrummaging, and 56 lineout. I've downed him to 78 mainly because he's signed for a lower club now. He is getting on a bit. I mean, in his prime he probably would be easily high 80s, but he's lower now because he is slowing down a bit. He's still got it when it comes to tackling and stuff, but I do feel that as he's aged, he hasn't aged amazingly well like other players have. So that's why he's got this rating. So I'm sorry if you guys disagree with that, but I was just going by the fact that he plays for New York now, who are new to professional rugby. And yeah, overall I just feel that he isn't the player he used to be, although he is still a good player. As well, next up we have Tuolangi, who plays for Toulon. Again, he would have been rated higher. If we had done this video about 10 years ago, Tuolangi probably would have been near 90s. But just due to the fact now that it's a long time ago since he started his career, I do feel that he's rated as slightly lower. So I'm sorry if you guys really disagree with that. I really tried to be generous here, but I just didn't want to be not really accurate to my opinion. So that's why he's rated 74. So as you can see, he's 64 kicking, 58 accuracy, 74 pace. He probably would have been in the 80s for pace back in the day. 91 or was it 81 tackling, 70 scrummaging, and 54 lineouts. So overall he's a pretty good player, but it's just goes down to that he's aged, and that's why he's a lower rating. So sorry if you could disagree. Okay, so then next up then we have Duke from Brazil, Carlin Isles from America, and Tyler Ardron for Canada. Now, I've originally picked Carlin Isles for America due to other reasons, which I will get onto in a minute. I will explain that, because obviously Isles is a Rugby Sevens player, so again, I will explain that in a minute. Okay, so first up, we're looking at Duke from Brazil. He actually plays for a Brazilian club, as you can see there. I can't remember the name, unfortunately. I made this art a couple of weeks ago, and I've been away since, so I can't remember the name. I'm sorry. So he is 59 kicking, 54 accuracy, 70 pace, which is pretty decent. He's one of the better Brazilian players. 67 tackling, 40 scrimmaging, and 41 lineouts. So as you can see, his main attribute is pace and tackling. So yeah, overall a pretty decent player for Brazil, and maybe a player that would be quite decent to sign for a lower club. So then we have Carlin Isles, which I do want to explain now. He is, yes, I do realise he is a Rugby Sevens player, but I thought it would be cool, like the main Rugby Sevens players, maybe we could put them into this game, because like you could easily sign them for your club, and how cool would that be? I mean, there's been many players in the rugby circuit that people would want to sign for clubs, but unfortunately they just want to stick to sevens, and Isles is one of them. Also, he is he is the fastest rugby player on the planet, if you guys didn't already know that. The guy has a severe pace, he can run 100 meters pretty fast. So that's why I decided to make him into an Ultimate Team card, because like that would be pretty insane. He'd be the fastest player on the game. As you can see on this card here, he has 95 pace, and like I said, he would be the fastest player on the game. So that's why I thought, you know what, he deserves to be in the Ultimate Team. So that's why I decided to have him as a card. So next up then we have Tyler Ardron, the Canadian. And yeah, he's a pretty decent player. I mean, looking back now, I probably would have rated him higher than 70, because he is pretty good. When he played for the Ospreys, he was quite good as well. So maybe he should really be high 70s and then 80 something. I don't know, take what you want with this one. So he is 64 kicking, not too bad. 54 accuracy, 67 pace, 72 tackling, which is his main attribute, 64 scrimmaging, and 68 lineouts. Overall an average player, but a higher average player. Again, I probably should have rated him maybe 75, 76, something like that. So ignore the 70, guys, because it probably would be 76, 77. Okay, then, so next up then we have Rygbi from Romania, Takulia, I think it is, from Tonga, and Nakarawa from Fiji. So first of all, we have Rygbi, who's rated 70 for Romania, one of Romania's better players. As you can see here, he's 73 kicking, 70 accuracy, 72 pace, 68 tackling, 58 scrimmaging, and 54 lineouts. So overall, a pretty decent player. Yeah, I mean, there's not really too much to say about him, but he would be, well, Romania's probably one of Romania's better players, or maybe the best player for Romania. I don't really know, I'm not a Romanian rugby expert. But yeah, not too bad. So then we have Takulia. I keep saying it differently every single time I pronounce it. I hope I've said it right. Takulia. So for Tonga, I don't know too much about him, so unfortunately, if the rating is wrong, guys, I'm really, really sorry. I was just trying to go by, I mean, like when you Google search Tongan players, you know, the usuals come up, and I tried to go for maybe a lower popular one, so I don't know, the rating may be wrong, I'm sorry. So yeah, as you can see here, 72 kicking, 71 pace, 71 accuracy, 75 pace, sorry, 70 tackling, 54 scrimmaging, and 55 lineouts. Now, unfortunately, I can't really say too much about this one, so I'm just going to go ahead over to Nakarawa, so I'm sorry if I offended any of you guys. Okay, so then next up we have Nakarawa, who originally was rated a hell of a lot lower, but all of you guys helped me out with a bit of advice and stuff, because I didn't really know too much about him, and you said he should be in his 90s at least, so I went ahead and edited that. So he is now rated 92, he is 64 kicking, 54 accuracy, 70 pace, 84 tackling, 80 scrimmaging, and 75 lineouts. So yeah, overall he's one of the highest rated players that I've actually done. So yeah, overall not too bad. So thanks for the advice of that one. And yeah, it's great that you guys help me out with these things, because I'm not too great with certain players from certain teams, so that's why. Okay, so next up we have a little bit of cool art. As you can see here, we have Super Rugby's Coleman, Leinster's Ringrose, and Argentina's Cabelli, all in some sort of rugby art which I've done, which is Future Stars. I just thought it'd be quite cool if I went ahead and made it into some sort of like graphic that you could have in a realistic EA Sports game with rugby, or maybe some sort of other rugby game by certain developers, I don't know. But yeah, I just thought it would look cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Please make sure you go ahead and leave a like if you did, and comment, let me know what you thought as well. This is quite a fun series to do, and we will be having a part 4 as well of Ultimate Team, so stay tuned for that, because you guys are loving it. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of this little series. Like the video as well. As I said as well, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. We're gaining so many subscribers lately, and it's great hearing from all of you and growing this little rugby community. And as well, if you haven't subscribed, just to let you know, we upload rugby videos every single week guaranteed. So if you're a rugby fan, please go ahead and do that. So yeah, like the video, comment, subscribe. I've been Andrew, and I will see you in another upload, guys. Peace out.